Hey, Lawton. MMJM Madeline. Madeline Pinar. Hi, Pinar. What up? It is Tequila Monday. I I had gifts brought to me yesterday. El Compadre. It is the cheapest tequila in Mexico, but I absolutely love it. It's my favorite my favorite tequila. So, um, oh my God. So I gotta tell you, I finally caught Spiritual Whistleblower live, and I had to cut out because I was gonna be here for you guys at 7:30. And hi, Shauna. Shauna's on Facebook. I have Facebook and Instagram going tonight. Oh my God, she is fucking hilarious. That woman's like, I got a Bud Light Platinum and I'm in an undisclosed location in the South. Like, I was seriously dying laughing listening to this woman. And she's so fucking badass. Man, I was just like, I hate that I have to go, but I love that I have to go because you know what? It's Monday night and I'm back. We're back, baby. It feels like we had one Monday night, just one, where we weren't together, and it feels like it's been ages, has it not? Or am I just alone in that thought? Because I feel like Monday night is like a month ago, and it's only been 2 weeks ago, but it feels like forever ago. So I'm super glad to be here on a Monday night with you guys. Hi, Jackie. Oh man, who else do we have over here? Kitty. Hey, Kitty. Yeah, you know what? I'm really excited to be back today. My energy has just been flying high today. It's a new moon, and I'm a Cancer, so I'm all about the moon energy, and today has just been crazy. Hey, Bridget. You know, and my energy, I told you guys this morning, my energy was really low, and just all day I've had some incredible conversations. I've come here tonight with no agenda, because I did tell you that we were supposed to get on track tonight with my friend Chris about this book, No More Mr. Nice Guy. But Chris and we had our schedules crossed, and he's got his little ones tonight. So we're going to return next week. But this gives anyone who hasn't had a chance to listen to the audiobook or to read the book, No More Mr. Nice Guy, give it a chance. It's a 6-hour listen. It's a really quick read. And it's going to be really good for our conversation because there are super coincidental traits between a nice guy and a narcissist. It may target some of you guys, like trigger some of you guys, but it's going to be well worth the conversation. And I have a feeling it's going to be more than a one night thing with Chris, and we're going to be doing a 2-parter at least. Hi, Brooke. Taddy Tavares. So I'm going to introduce myself first. I'm Trish of Badass Broad Coaching Company. I'm a narcissistic abuse awareness coach. Narcissist, yeah. Did you get that, Lawton? My tongue twister again. I've been having a tough time saying this. Narcissistic abuse recovery coach. And I help people in numerous stages of their recovery to go from surviving to thriving. And I just want to touch on something before I get into anything else, because I didn't listen to the telesummit on Saturday for World Narcissistic Abuse Day, Awareness Day. I listened to some of it today. And I've been promoting a workshop for the last week, I guess. I've been promoting a workshop called Discover Your Inner Badass. And Lady Daydream, also Roya, sent a message to me yesterday. She had listened to it, and she was I had messaged her because she did an IGTV. And I said, oh my God, this is my workshop. And what it was really about was identifying our own personality traits. So not the traits of the narcissist, but identifying our own personality traits. and our empathy and codependency and all of these things that play into our relationships. So when I was listening to this, I was super stoked to know that I was on the right track with my workshop, that it was the next level of healing. So if you're just coming out of a relationship and you're still in the early stages of managing the trauma, the adrenal fatigue, the PTSD, the very, very, very early stages, this is not the workshop for you. This will be triggering, and it'll be taking you in a direction that you're not ready for. So please don't sign up unless you're ready. And beyond that stuff, to look at your own personality traits. The stuff that you do that gets you in the way. It's June 22nd, 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, live online in a Zoom chat room. And yesterday I promoted that I was going to give 25% off. I'm going to run it again tonight. And tonight, that's it, 25% off. The code word, the coupon word is LOVE, LOVE, in all caps. Get signed up if you're ready to do this work. I'm telling you, this is prevention for any further toxic relationships. It's one thing to say that we can identify the narcissist, and now that I know it'll never happen again, that's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. It's not what you know about them, it's what you know about yourself. So this workshop is about you getting to know yourself. Deep down, inner core, hard ass bullshit. No turning. If you know anything about me, I don't sugarcoat stuff. So this is going to be a great workshop about identifying your own behaviors, how you get in your own way, and how you can make sure that you don't get into another one of those. That's the work we're going to be doing. It's going to be intense. It's going to be fun. It's going to be interactive, and it's going to be a complete safe space for you to show up as who you are. And if something triggers you, I'm going to ask you to be vulnerable in that space. You're going to be held in a place of love, and we're going to move through it. So that's all I got to say about the workshop. You've got tomorrow morning to sign up for it. Click the link in my bio. It'll open up a link tree, and you'll see it in there. Discover Your Inner Badass. I'd love to see you guys there. It is going to be the only workshop I do until the fall. So get in there now, and let's get some work done. Let's do this shit. I was just saying before some of you got on here that I was watching Spiritual Whistleblower, and that chick is hardcore funny. She pulls no punches. She swears like me. Like, I dig it. And Roya, yeah, you did join. I'm so excited that you're there. Tonight, as I said earlier, has no real agenda. This morning I got on here and I started talking about how hope is not a strategy. And I had a few conversations around this all day, around how we've got to move past that place of staying in hope, because it is not a high vibrational energy. It can be when you pair it up with faith and action and you start moving your ass and getting stuff done. But hope is not enough. It's not enough. So that I had tons of conversations around that today. It was incredible. Stay in the real. Exactly. The real. Let's look at the practical. What can I do to get things in motion? What can I do to make change in my life? Stay in the real, not a strategy. Well, sometimes the real is a strategy. You need a strategy to get moving. You can't stay in the real if your reality is living in a narcissistic an abusive relationship with a narcissist, because that's your reality. So you're going to need a strategy to get yourself out of there. You can't sit there and keep hoping that the day is going to come where he sees you as you are, or he's going to change, or you change, and then that's going to be enough. It's not enough. You need to get moving. You need to have a strategy in place to create change in your life. You need to have a strategy to save your life. If you're with a narcissist, you need a strategy to save your life. I'm not kidding. I am not kidding you, because you will become depressed. You will become anxious. You will become suicidal. You will become trapped in your own home. You'll become isolated. You already are those things, I'm sure, if you haven't left. If you have left, then you have experienced those things. Banking on potential is a red flag. And that's our red flag, Roya, because we're hoping that they're going to change. That's one of our toxic behaviors. When we're banking on somebody else to change and we're hoping and, well, he's got potential, that's us hoping that he's going to change. That's our own red flag to pay attention to. So, you know, hope is beautiful. Hope is sometimes all you've got. But hope has got to be the thing that you use to move forward and say, okay, now I've got enough hope. I've got the faith of a mustard seed. And now I'm going to go move mountains. And I'm going to do this shit and I'm going to get it done. I want to talk about something that is an illusion to some people. I talk a lot about where I'm at. I still have a long ways to go, you guys. I'm not even joking. I have so many things to work on, to conquer, to manage. And I don't even know what they are yet because that's not where I'm at in my healing. I don't know what's going to trigger me. I don't know what's going to come up for me. But I do know that I need to be prepared and have a strategy to at least manage some of that stuff when it comes up. So when I speak to you about healing, I'm speaking to you from that place of experience. When I talk to you about a narcissist, I'm speaking to you from a place of experience. I am not talking out of my ass. I never talk from something I know nothing about. I am not afraid to ask questions. I am not afraid to be inquisitive and really dive into stuff. That is one of the things that I truly love about myself is I am not afraid to dig deep and do the work. So when I talk to you and I'm coaching you and we're talking about these workshops and I'm coming here and I'm having these conversations with you every day, and thank God I'm back on a Monday night because it feels like forever. I'm really doing it from a place of knowing what it's like to transform something. June 18th, last year, I was contemplating suicide. I was contemplating my death. I was laying in a tub ready to drown. And the universe called me out and said, no, not today. Here comes Penny Lane and this tiny little dog's going to save your life. And by God, she did. Because there's a purpose for all of us here. And regardless of where we are at in our healing, we all have something to offer each other. And we all have a reason to be on this planet, our purpose. I know it's torture sometimes. I know it's painful. I know you don't understand. I don't understand everything all the time. But we're here to have a very real and human experience and be able to transform that and share that transformation with others. We are here to heal one another. We are also here to identify things that don't serve us. We are allowed to evolve. We are encouraged and expected to evolve. Right, Penny? She agrees. Listen, she's smart. This energy I'm coming from right now is where I've been all day long in every conversation. And it's a good, exciting energy because all of these conversations are necessary. I've had some deep conversations about where we're at in our healing journey and what that looks like. Sorry, Penny's a little distracting right now. Penny Lane. She's the neighborhood watchdog. You guys, it is incredible what I see so many of you transforming and going through. The real ones only. Your words have inspired me to evolve and not feel guilty about embracing myself and my own goals. And this is also something I wanted to acknowledge. First, I want to say thank you. Thank you for that. What I've had a very hard time embracing is when people thank me for being inspirational, when people thank me for saving their life, when people say that you've saved my life, that's extremely difficult for my brain to process. So what do I naturally do? Deflect. I deflect and go, oh no, you've done it all yourself. Yes, you have done it yourself, but I'm allowed to say thank you for allowing me to be so privileged in your journey. If I deflect, I'm dismissing, and that's not kind, and that's not right, because we've been taught, and some of our personalities have been taught, that humbleness is virtuous. And thank you, Jackie. Thank you. We've been taught that being humble is virtuous, and that we shouldn't accept thanks and compliments and gratitude from others. But I sit in gratitude every day, and I'm grateful for all of you. I tell you all the time I'm grateful for you. And you reciprocate with saying, thank you, I love you back. And that's okay, but it's very difficult for me to accept and receive when somebody else offers that and extends it to me. So yesterday I talked about this being a practice in receiving this week. Let's receive from one another. Let's really let what people are saying sink in and feel that. Because we've been so gaslit and love bombed and devalued and discarded and destroyed by narcissists that it's so difficult for us to truly accept love, truly accept compliments and recognition, not just compliments, you guys, but recognition. I had people thank me, tag me in posts, thanking me on Saturday for being a contributor and such a voice in this community when it was World Narcissistic Abuse Awareness Day. And I'm like, oh no, nah, shucks, nah, I'm good. No, I am contributing, and I'm allowed to take pride in the fact that I'm contributing to this community. You are allowed to take pride in the fact that you're contributing to this community. So why do we become so humble, so dismissive when somebody wants to thank us? I've had many inspirations in my life, and I thank them tons of times, repeatedly. I send thank you notes, text messages, emails to total strangers. Yoga with Adriene. When I left the narcissist, she was the only thing, even though I showed up to the mat every day to do yoga, and I still didn't do it. I showed up to the mat and I sat there and I listened. She saved my fucking life. She saved my life when I was with the narcissist, and she saved it after. She got me onto the road of my recovery. She was part of that. And I sent her an email. She didn't have to respond, but I sent her an email and thanked her. And I told her, I just left an abusive relationship, and you've saved my life. And look, my dog loves your dog too. And there was a picture. There was a picture of Penny trying to get to her dog on the TV. So why is that okay for me to do, but it's not okay for me to accept? This is my practice this week. My practice is acceptance and receiving, and really acknowledging that I am a contributor in my life and other people's lives, and it's okay to be that. It's not boastful. It's my fucking purpose. It's why God, the universe, creator, spirit, put me on this damn earth, was to have purpose in this world and to change lives. Not just my own, but to be a catalyst for others. That's allowed. I'm allowed. Taught that way, the narc was always the one that hogged the spotlight. Lawton, you're 100% correct. The narcissist always needs to hold the spotlight. And when it gets turned on someone else, whenever it got turned on me, I paid a price. I paid a consequence. And I talked to my friend Marlene about this today. She says, Trish, you're finally doing what you're meant to do. You're doing everything that he tried to stop you from doing. This here, talking with you guys, having a talk show or communicating with people on a daily basis has always been my dream since I was 5 years old, and that motherfucker squashed it. Well, guess what? Not anymore. I'm back and I get to do this every single day, whether I'm paid for it or not. This is my life. These are my dreams. And that piece of shit's not taking them from me for another day. So when you thank me, I'm going to say thank you back. It is my privilege to be here with you. It is everything I've ever wanted to do. And there's so much more to come. And being humble and dismissive doesn't serve me, and it insults you. Take this message and apply it to your life. I'm not just talking about me. I am talking about us in general as a collective, especially since we have been abused by narcissists. Own your fucking good shit, you guys. We're so quick to own our bad shit. We're so quick to take accountability and responsibility for the stupid shit that goes on in our lives. But as soon as we get recognized for something good, we're like an ostrich and we stick our head in the sand because we don't want to own that. We don't know what that feels like. We don't know what that feels like. To be appreciated. Wholly appreciated. But I'll take whatever shit somebody's got to send me. Oh, I'll take it. Nicole on Facebook says, came to say hi. Thank you, Trish. I'll catch you in the replay. Got to put the kids to bed. You're awesome. Nobody puts baby in the corner. I love you too, Shauna. You know, and yes, Lawton, this is very, very true. It's like they insulted us with a compliment. They do, because compliments from a narcissist are used to manipulate us. They are. When a narc compliments us, it's because they want something. There's an end game to that fucking play. So when somebody else compliments us, we don't know how to accept that because we're like, okay, hold up. What's coming? What's the next play? What's down at that goal line? Lady Daydream says, maybe I've not ever felt a compliment truly. And I think we need to deeply feel those. There's always a price from a narc, but we're here and we love each other. We support each other. This is not, I don't want anything from you if I tell you how fucking badass you are. I just want you to be badass. Stay badass. That's it. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep showing up in your life every day. Keep kicking motherfucking ass. You've left him, her, them, the parents, whatever. You found ways to manage. You are a goddamn bloody fucking rock star. Period. We are allowed to accept love and to accept compliments because not everything comes with an ulterior motive. They stripped us of that innocence. But the beauty of that is that we won't be so gullible with every compliment. So Paula says, so very true, I get embarrassed getting compliments, right? Why? Why do we do that? Why do we get so shy and embarrassed and our face turns all red and all of a sudden we're hanging our head, oh yeah, thanks. No, go, yeah, fuck yeah, thank you. Right on. Thank you for recognizing that in me. Because you know what it is? When somebody thanks you and recognizes something in you, they see that in themselves. Now, isn't that a beautiful return? We are always a mirror for other people. Other people are always a mirror for us. Oh, yeah, Narelle. The narc makes you feel bad accepting compliments from others who would then punish me for the positive attention. Right? Right? Holy hell, yes. They want you on their arm and in their lives to get positive attention, but they don't want you to get the positive attention. They want the positive attention. It's all about them. They need to be recognized, acknowledged, and adored because they have someone as fucking badass as you are on their arm. That's what they need. That's what they want. But you're not allowed to get it. You're not. How dare you? This is supposed to be about me, the narcissist. I'm fucking lit today. I'm lit right up. And it's good. It's so good. It's so fucking good. Shauna's over here on Facebook commenting, yes, she says, I am badass. Yes, you are. God, you guys. We see ourselves in another. So when I say to you guys in every meme, stay badass, loves. Because I need to stay badass. I need to keep doing that. I need to keep showing up for myself every day. I need to show up for myself. Because then when I do, I can show up for you. And in showing up for you, I get to show up for myself. It is a beautiful fucking exchange of energy. Beautiful exchange of energy. It's a reciprocal exchange. It's a healthy exchange. It's a loving exchange. There's no ulterior motive but to love the shit out of you. That's it. I've got club soda in here and tequila in my other glass, so. And I'm not even drunk, you guys. That's my first tequila. I promise. I'm just happy and fired up and feeling passionate. And it's a new moon. It's a new moon. So whatever I put out there today is about creation. And I feel like I'm sowing some seeds today. I feel like we all are, don't you? You know, there's always the law of polarity. And the law of polarity is you're going to experience one extreme and then you're going to experience the other. And the last couple days, I was feeling so bloody low, so drained, so tired. Roya she messaged me and she's like, I'm just decompressing. Do you want to talk about the telesummit? I'm like, I didn't fucking do that shit. I couldn't do that. I couldn't do it. I was narked out. I couldn't spend another minute because I wasn't absorbing a single thing. I wasn't. And today, she found herself in a place where I could be in conversation with her. And that conversation was energizing. It was enlightening. It was really fucking beautiful. We were on the phone for probably an hour. And if we could have had a microphone on us, we would have had a podcast right there and I would have had to be here tonight. It was that good. It was that freaking good. We need to get excited about ourselves, our lives, us. Remember how excited and how in love you were with the narc when they were idealizing you? Remember how you'd do anything for them? Do you? Do you remember that? Do you remember how you'd do anything for them? You'd cancel plans. You'd stop seeing your friends. You'd stop spending time with your family. You wouldn't even go to a family barbecue. Do you remember those times when you would just do anything in the world for the narcissist to make them happy? I don't see anybody saying that they remember. Oh, there's one. You need to do that for yourself. You need to do that for you. Start canceling plans with others for yourself. Thanks, Bridget. Thanks, Roya. Madeline, Shannon, Narelle, Scarlett. Quit jobs, rush to their sides. Jackie, Shannon. Yes. I remember it like it was yesterday, Miss Fabulous says. I live for him. Well, guys, it's guy and girls. It's time to start living for yourself. It's time to start canceling plans with others for yourself. It's time for you to start living like you're the priority in your life. Because you are the priority in your life. Drop plans. Do whatever it is that you want for you. Bridget says there was almost nothing I wouldn't do, honestly. And I was the same. I compromised my values, my morals, my bank account. I compromised everything about myself. I did things I never thought in a million years I ever would have done. I was on an amateur porn site, unbeknownst to me. Scarlett says, became desperate because my highs were surrounded by their need for me. That's one of our toxic behaviors. We become desperate. That's not healthy. That's poisonous to ourselves. Lawton says, people don't get it, but the things that I was doing wasn't for me and didn't make me happy. This is what I'm talking about, you guys. This is the workshop. This is the nitty-gritty work that we want to get down to. We want to uncover these behaviors so that we don't repeat them. So that we get to live into this seriously badass life for ourselves. Aren't you worthy? Aren't you deserving? Haven't you had enough? Have you had enough? I've had enough. It's why I keep digging. It's why I keep doing the work. It's why I won't give up on myself. I won't give up on any of you. Some days I'm exhausted and I can't hold the conversation, but I still try. Are you deserving? I shared an IGTV from Mel Robbins today talking about that. Watch it. It's enlightening and it's the truth. We need to hold ourselves accountable, and when we can't, we need to have other people holding us accountable so that we get our asses moving, because we're hearing old bullshit lies from the narcissist about how dumb and fucked up and moronic and, you know, we're so stupid. So this is something that plays in our head, and even though we're not using those words, we're going to stop ourselves from doing something because that belief system's so deeply ingrained within ourselves. Scarlett watched it and finally applied for that job. A fucking man. Scarlett has a dream job laying in front of her right now. And she went for a pre-interview and was pretty much told that the job was hers. She just had to do the work and get her portfolio together so that she was officially applying. Well, guess what Scarlett didn't do for the longest time? Scarlett? I can call her out here because she calls herself out here. But she did it. Because the only way to make yourself feel better about yourself is to start doing things for yourself. Start showing up for yourself. Start loving your badass self. Or what the hell are you living for? Other people? Our personalities, and I got this from a couple things. I love when I get validation from various sources. That our personalities are solidly developed by the time we're 30 to 35 years of age. So who we are is already established at 30 to 35. So past that point, if we want to make change in our lives, we have to be conscious of what we're doing. We have to make conscious choices. We have to be consciously aware of how we're behaving, showing up, reacting, responding, contributing. And then we've got to consciously say that this personality trait does not serve this situation. This personality trait does not serve me. I feel like I'm kind of on a soapbox today. Hope I'm scrubbed clean after I'm done. There are a lot of accounts on Instagram, and you're always going to find what you need. You will always find what you need for wherever you are. And Roya and I had this conversation today. I don't focus on the narcissist. I sometimes remind people what the narcissist is capable of, what their personality traits are, how they can tear us down, but my focus is on you. My focus is on the survivor. They've taken up enough of our time. They've taken up enough of our days. And they've taken enough of us away. So my focus is always on you. And me. That's fair. Happily Narc Free New Zealand, brand new account. She's doing fantastic also. Yes, I do that. I was at the top of my game with costume designs and I started sabotaging. I was winning and then starting to doubt thanks to the narc. We're narc free now, you guys. We're physically narc free. You got to get mentally narc free, spiritually narc free, psychologically, emotionally, financially. All of those things take time. I'm only 7 months out. But I'm doing all right. When I start to worry and go into that place of fear, I have to connect to the universe. You know, I used to have a really good relationship with the universe until I met the narcissist. Like a really good relationship. I was so connected. I loved the universe. I believed that the universe was always conspiring. And then I got together with the narc and I'm like, what the motherfucking fuck is going on here? I thought you were on my side, universe. What the hell? Now I'm going through hell and highs and lows and I want to die and all this other shit. Because I wasn't allowed to have connection to universe, to spirit, to God, to the creator, without being demeaned and belittled and degraded and told that it was all fucking hocus pocus. So you know what's the most important thing to me? My connection. And every day I ask God, the universe, I go into that place of gratitude, I say my affirmations, and I ask the universe to use me to serve. How can I best serve at least one other person today? One. That's all I ask is one. Use me however you see fit, in a positive and brilliant light. And somehow, some way, I help someone and it helps me. Do you see how that works? When you ask to be used as a tool of the universe uses you and uses that other person to help you too. Just getting a couple things here. Scarlett says, time for me. Yeah, can't live one more minute for her mom. Bridget says, oh my God, yes, they don't deserve any more airtime, right? We're going to take up all the space. Let me tell you, airwaves, internet, whatever it takes, survivors are going to take up all the space because it's about fucking time we did. Yep, I'm fighting my way back. Triggers when I pick up my work, but I am determined. Yeah, like when we start to reclaim our lives, and it doesn't just happen with time passing. That was another thing I shared today, is that time doesn't heal. You do. You heal yourself. You fix yourself. Nobody else is going to come and save you. Nobody else is going to sweep you off your feet and make everything big, bright, and beautiful. You are. You've got to do that. And however you've got to do it. Quit wishing that your life is going to get better and just start making it better. And I'm not talking about the trauma right out of the relationship. That's a different ballgame than what I'm talking about where I'm at today, where some of you are at today. And I've worked with some of you to get you past that trauma and into this place where you can start focusing on yourself. So this is what I'm talking about. Let's deal with the trauma. Let's manage those symptoms, the PTSD, the adrenal fatigue. Let's get you back on track. Let's get your sleep stage set back up again. Let's get your diet proper. Let's get exercise moving. Let's get your brain calmed down. Let's get that settled. And then let's focus on you. Let's focus on you. I don't want to talk about the narcissist. I want to talk about how we're going to get you better. How we're going to get you doing what you want to do. That's it. That's all. Whew. There's my soapbox today. But the truth is I'm so passionately lit up because of you guys. Because of you guys. You know, I said to Roya today that I started off, when I started doing these lives, I didn't know who was going to show up. If anyone was going to show up, why would anybody care about what I had to say? Who am I anyway? I'm fucking nobody, but I'm somebody. We're all nobodies and somebodies. And when we can accept both, that dichotomy of being a somebody and a nobody, then we can accept all sides of ourselves, all aspects of ourselves. And we can accept that we're a whole human being, entirely whole. Your lives are the reason I started following you. Thank you, Jackie. That means a lot. I didn't know that I was going to make a difference. That wasn't my intention. I just wanted to have a voice. I wanted to start living into the dream that I had always had for myself, and I had an opportunity to do that. Even here, not get paid. It's not about getting paid. It's just about being on purpose. And there's that amazing saying, to the world you are just someone, to someone you can be the world. You're right. You're right. And you're all someone to someone. You're all the world to someone. You know, and I watch you guys, and I'm so privileged to be welcomed by you. It's It's very much a privilege. Whew. Pinar, you are a wonderful, badass lighthouse. I like that. I'm glad I found you. Your energy and sincerity, much needed and appreciated. Thank you. Thank you. I see this vein in my forehead. It's been there my whole life whenever I get intense about something. And it used to be my, oh my God, Trisha's mad vein. And people would just turn the other way. But I'm not mad. I can't even remember the last time I was mad. Scarlett knows me. She knows how furious I can get or how caught in that space I can be. And I haven't been there in a very long time. And that tells me that my environment is more supportive of that than it's ever been. So if you're narc-free and you're experiencing these epiphanies of freedom, of light, of joy, know that you're on the right track. If you're fresh out and you're having withdrawals and you want to creep on their social media and you want to message them and see if they're thinking of you or anything like that, that's okay. That's normal. I'm not saying it's okay, but it's normal. It's normal. Those things are normal. They're common. Just pull yourself back on track and remember how far you've come. Yeah, sure, you might have a long ways to go, don't we all? We do. We all do. Because when we stop learning and we stop being interested in ourselves and our lives, we slowly begin to die. And I mean that in the most literal sense, because I've watched my stepdad, my dad, just start dying. He has no motivation. He has no desire. So I give him purpose by picking up my dog from daycare a couple times a week when I'm working. And I see what that does for him. But, you know, I'm not ready to die. I've got so much life left to live. And I can't believe that I feel that today because a year ago, this month, I wanted to fucking die. I wanted to die, you guys. I can't even believe that. I can't even fathom that in my brain. That I'm so far away from that. What was a reality for me at that time and is not today. So that means that it is possible for everybody. If I can move past that and live beyond my circumstances, so can you. We all can. You just have to decide. Just have to decide, that's all. It's Monday night and I'm back, baby. I talked to Chris about next week. I'm so glad everyone is still here too. I love it. Scarlett says you start digging the shit that they planted out. Isn't that the truth? Man, the shit that they laid on us was just fucking fertilizer for our badass selves. So don't even go to that place of torture from them. Just look at their shit as fertilizer. Period. We can overcome our circumstances. Scarlett says with routine and self-discipline and self-respect. Amen, sister. And those things are learned. You have to learn them. Lawton says you have to literally ask yourself millions of times, how much more can you take? Until 1,000,001 says no fucking more. Desiree! My girl is in the house. We grow and they shrivel up. And you know what? This is the honest to God truth. Roya and I had this conversation today. She asked, when did they get their day? When does it all come to an end for them? And I'm like, they get their day every day. They're living in their misery. They'll never know what it's really like to love. They'll never know what it's really like to be appreciated and acknowledged for true contributions in the world. All of their hype is superficial. All of it. One day it just popped. Somebody asked me, Trish, what was the straw that broke the camel's back? Well, there were a lot of straws and there were a lot of backs. And one day it was just done. So you can be too. And I promise one of these days I will see all of your beautiful faces in the same big room, because it is my goal. It is my goal to have a retreat or to be speaking at conferences about this stuff. Not about just the narcissist, but about the healing, about you guys. Because you're the true heroes when you save yourself. Desiree says it's crazy how much the anxiety uplifts when they are no longer present in your life and mind. Amen. Yeah, it's gone. I haven't had any debilitating anxiety since I left the narc. Well, that's not true. I had a little bit on Christmas Day, but it wasn't debilitating. I still functioned. I was just functioning really pissed off when I got a message that he was going to steal my dog. Yeah, come on. Let's go. My dog is like my child. I will claw your eyeballs out for her. Anyway, it's nice to be back, you guys. It's really nice to be back on a Monday night. It's different. Monday night vibes are different than morning vibes, aren't they? Yeah. Yes, Penny Lane. He was going to sue me for the dog that he said he was going to kill. Go fucking pound sand, you little troll. Hope you hear this. Oh my God. Desiree says, my heart used to beat and thump and just paralyze me with thoughts or threats by him or just his tone of voice. Penny Lane is all mine. She's got my last name, for crying out loud. I named her Penny Lane. My dad just got that like a month ago, if you can believe it. He was like, what? I finally just got why you named her Penny. He's really cute. He's a cute old man. Whew. This is good. This is really good. Thank you for letting me be on a soapbox tonight. I needed it. I feel like I've been out of touch. I've been unable to connect to my own self. Of course he did, Scarlett. Only my dad, right? You guys are up to some incredible work. So proud of you. And not that you need my acknowledgement and my pride, like I said to Roya today. You guys are just incredible. You're so incredible. And I want to acknowledge you too. Totally want to acknowledge you too. Thanks, Roya, because sometimes the soapbox is fun. This energy is good for me. I love it. I cannot wait to be standing in a room full of hundreds or thousands of people and being able to push this energy forth and cause change. I'm excited about that someday. And I'm excited about seeing all of you someday. Anyway, it's 8:23. Lawton says I was just about to type something about energy. Yeah, we're all good in the hood. How about them warriors? How about all you badass babes, broads, and boys, hey? Thank you. I have so much respect for everyone here, all the work everyone is doing. Me too. Hell yeah, sister. You know, and I want to show you how you can take something negative and turn it into a positive. A few years ago, I started a blog called Broadchasms, and it's still up. I just haven't posted anything in a long time. And it was kind of just a flub, actually. It was like just something I didn't mean to say. It just came out. I was talking to my friend Stacy about my blog, and I was trying to say sarcastic broad and like broadcast at the same time, and broadchasms is what came out. But the term broad had a very negative connotation for me for a long time because the narc used to call me a stupid broad. And I decided to say, no, I don't think so. I'm going to take that word broad, because broad to me means someone strong, no bullshit, sassy, badass, and is going to carve her own way in life. So I took that word broad that Archie Bunker used to say, and I owned it, and I made it mine, and I made it good. I made it so good. Broadchasms will be my parent company. But Badass Broad Coaching Company, I take pride in that name. I take a lot of pride in that name. Bridget says, you are amazing. I hadn't left the house in weeks when I first wrote you. You have been instrumental in my journey, which is nowhere near over, but I am doing a lot better, and I love Soapbox You. I love you, Bridget. You're like so incredibly badass. It's amazing. It's amazing. I've watched this woman transform, make incredible transformation. I'm moved to tears when I think of how privileged I am to have been part of that journey as her coach. And I'm honored. Thank you, Bridget. I appreciate what you just said. And I love Soapbox Me too. She's kind of fun. You should see her when she's drinking a little bit, and then all hell breaks loose. All right, you guys. Day 26. It's been an hour. Plus, I want to go see what the rest of the spiritual whistleblower had to say, because she's freaking hilarious. But next week, we're back, and I promise you that Chris will be with me to discuss No More Mr. Nice Guy, and we're going to... I'm getting the countdown from Instagram. I gotta go. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Stay badass. I love you. I'm holding you in that highest energy of love and healing. Always, always. Have a good fucking night.